Good morning. I just slept in this house for the last time. Lease ends tomorrow. Came back to move everything out, so figured I would do one last breakfast with Bev. I don't have breakfast right now. It's on the stove cooking. I only have a limited amount of time, so we're in a pinch. Just reflecting on the house, everything that happened here. It was kind of this interesting interim period in my life between dropping out of college and actually like establishing anything going on in my life. I came here just to, for no reason. I didn't have a career or job lined up here. I needed to be not in my parents' house to have some extra drive, some extra motivation to build something. And also it's like this was a big step in independence for me. Like I'd lived on my own in a dorm before, but that's different. That's like you're on a meal plan. It's not real independence. This was like the first place that I got to like sort of be an adult. This room here was kind of the first place that I started taking YouTube videos seriously, I guess. I sort of did in my parents' basement for a bit, but it was a different style of thing that I was working on, and here is where what I'm doing currently really began. It's one of those things where like I don't have any thoughts in the moment, like I don't know what I'm feeling in the moment, but if I ever come back to Bloomington and drive past this house, it's gonna be like weird mix of feelings. Taking the risk to move out here with no plan and no money was, I think, big for me. Just establishing that precedent of being willing to do whatever to move forward on my journey of life and whatever the heck my career is. And moving to this place, I made that little film, that little 15-minute video on my channel about the move, and that video is what got me my current job, basically. So if I hadn't moved here, that wouldn't have happened. There wouldn't have been as many interesting stories, interesting struggles. I'm recording audio into my iPhone on a voice memo because that's how I used to do it on the porch here before I had any good equipment. So for a period when I lived here, I did a daily series called Breakfast with Bev, where I would eat breakfast on this porch and talk into the camera and post a video every day. I'm gonna check on the eggs. They're on the stove. Okay, I've burned the eggs. Okay, no breakfast today. I got distracted and burned the eggs. So I did this daily video just to get in the flow or get the feel of what posting daily would be like. I had done it once before on a previous iteration of the channel. I posted daily for a week, but that was partially prepped ahead of time, so that wasn't as intense. And I did the Breakfast with Bev show for a month straight, which doesn't sound like that long, but 30 days straight of making a video is pretty hard, especially with travel involved as well. So that series that I made kind of unintentionally captured myself going through like severe burnout. So as you watch through the videos, like I start the series because I'm having like a creative high, and then over the course of the next like 2 weeks, I just burn out hard with my new job and trying to do this daily and trying to keep up with my other creative project. I was still trying to make other videos on the side too. And you see me burn out and then slowly kind of start to recover. So the series is like unintentionally just a cataloging of what the cycle of burnout, I guess. And I would like to go back and do another series similar to that, and eventually a daily show for a month or something like that might be in the cards again. So my car's broken, which is a classic Breakfast with Bev experience. sitting over there. One bad wheel bearing. Not ideal. Started making a lot of noise on the way into town, so got to figure that out. But we leave this place at noon tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to drive it to a friend's place, keep it there, work on it, something like that. The lighting conditions on this porch are always so weird. I have like the worst of it right now, where the whole background is incredibly bright, but I'm incredibly shaded. Don't know if you can see my face at all right now, but we rock with it. We made burgers last night on the little propane grill. That's a classic way to end our group house, I feel like. Making burgers on the porch, listening to music, having a couple beers. That's like this house for me. That's what it was. And I'm sure there'll be many more cookouts like that in the future. But none exactly like this, using our Facebook Marketplace free propane grill, walking over to the Kroger, buying cheap buns, cheap ketchup, splitting like $6 of supplies, Venmoing each other like $2, making the most of our dirty little house and our tiny little bank accounts, getting by and having a good time. It's a season of my life and our lives that I will look back on fondly, definitely. In some ways, the end of a lot of things, the end of the high school friend group era, but in some ways the beginnings of a real career spawned out of here. It's an interesting place. There's my boys in my truck, here to load up. There's the guys with the truck. That's it. Moving out.